Everyone, regaining a full night's sleep, all spell slots, all health points, everything is back to normal. You guys wake up, stretch big, ready to begin the day.
I'm gonna remember what Jasper said to me in my dream, and while I'm like waiting, I kind of like glance over at Talavin, and I kind of point to do like the link.
I link with her.
Feel that same cold shudder drip down your spine, up your back. You all are telepathically linked.
Yes. Jasper told me that you were having some issues and that I should talk to you. Are you okay? Clears throat in mind.
I'm better now.
What was wrong? Do you need help with anything?
My issues with the, like what you saw with Nicholas and that orc. I have issues controlling myself, and it could lead me down the wrong path and let evil things into my life, I guess. And I just, if you ever see that happening, maybe, I don't know.
You want me to stop you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Cool.
It's a deal. And then we'll start the day.
Okay.
Zoom eventually wakes up, groggy, hair, it was pulled back, but he didn't take it down, so it's that awkward ponytail where you sleep on one side and it just hangs on the other side, so it's loose. That's what's happened on the top of his hair.
Did I wake up first, perchance?
And
Roll for it.
Nora, you and Nora both woke up at the same time.
Because I was going to do this before I went to bed, but I was feeding the puppies, so I was going to, I guess, after I pack up, and everybody's kind of packing up themselves, I'm going to sketch that my brother, I'm going to sketch my brother the way that he looked in that image in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also going to sketch, that again, but just the face of my brother. But I'm going to sketch it with those cat-like eyes and grin.
Okay. Good to know. It's a little bit eerie seeing it, as many of his features are very similar or identical to your own. But you feel confident in your sketches. Everybody ends up packing up. Tala was in the middle of brewing a few things.
Oh.
Well, we're not leaving right away.
We're not leaving right away. We're going to go get a couple things before we leave.
Nods and begins the process of packing what he can, but he basically informs you that we can't leave for at least until afternoon, just past noon, at the very least.
It's fine. We just wanted to get a move on as quickly as possible.
As do I, but
do we need to stay longer?
No, we need to.
I don't.
We need to have this matter settled. I just anticipated us staying here for a few days and hope to better replenish our stocks, but it can't be helped.
You're not going to have to throw anything out, are you?
No, just things will have to cool, and the potency might not be as strong as I'd wanted it, but it'll be alright.
Alright. We'll plan better next time.
Very well. Enjoy your morning. We'll be here.
Okay.
You wouldn't happen to have any sugar left, would you?
I have quite a bit of sugar left. How much do you need?
Just a cube.
I take out.
Spice is still feeling a little under the weather. Her abilities takes a lot out of her.
I'll take a sugar cube out and give it to them.
Takes it and thank you. Goes over where Jen is actually making some tea over in one of the beakers. And she dips it out and adds the sugar and goes over and helps it spice up and is helping her drink the tea.
Is Spice awake?
She is. She just seems a little bit paler, just not as perky.
I'm just gonna kind of.
I've seen her out. She has a little bit of a hesitant spring to her step. She does seem eager. Right now, she just seems kind of lethargic.
I'm not gonna like lean over or anything, but like, can I make eye contact with her a little bit?
Yeah, you can catch her eye.
I'm just gonna kind of like give her like a nod and just say, thank you.
She leans into Jen and just brushes her hair. I think you're supposed to say thank you, but I'll do that later.
Then I guess me and Nora head out.
Mm-hmm. You guys head out to the main area where you see Halcyon Tricto currently just preparing different things. He's actually walking on the counter, shuffling, trying to scrape up what he can from the night before. He looks over. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
It can be called that. Shuffle.
Is it morning time?
Yeah, we just woke up.
Yeah, this is morning.
You said, if you can call it that. Has something happened?
He jumps down. Shoes making a clacking sound on the ground. As he sweeps up, he's like, there's been some commotion outside.
What kind of commotion?
I haven't dared go out there, but some of the people came in, asked for a few more of the nicer bottles, if I do say so myself, and ran out with them, along with a handful of rags.
I guess we'll go investigate.
You don't have to.
No, I do. I gotta know. Did you not notice how he said that? You just gonna keep going?
I did. I assumed that he meant that he'd stayed up all night working, and that you can't.
That's not how I took it at all. I was like, there's trouble. Hags, trolls, crocodiles.
Oh, because he said good morning, so like the good bit. I was thinking about the morning.
He said, if you can call it that. Okay, we're gonna go outside.
You go outside and immediately make a perception check.
Don't continue to fuck me, Gil.
Oh, yeah.
That is a
12.
14.
12 and a 14. From your high vantage point, being in the clip top, the tops of the trees,
in a row.
close to the tops of the trees, you glance over and near the gate on one of the roads, you actually see there's a crowd gathered.
Would you like to go investigate?
Yeah, kind of.
You all head down, push your way through the crowds. You hear people, never seen anything so savage. And you hear other people muttering, you see actually some of the soldiers are trying to keep people back. You see the female guard who you saw the day before. You see The young boy, he's like early 20s maybe. Nah, he's probably like 20 at max. As he's helping everybody stay back. No, we can't let you see any of this. And as you guys glance through the crowd, make another perception check.
God.
7?
15.
15, you are able to pick up, there are actually several bed sheets sprawled over top of what look like two figures who have been what looks like mauled. There are teeth marks on the slightly exposed arm from under the sheet. Look like jagged teeth marks. That's all you're able to pick up.
Well, maybe. Hang on. We should link.
Well, technically we never unlinked.
I mean, that is true.
Technically we never
so-
unlinked.
Telepathically, you guys are
It's like,
communicating.
do you see anything?
I'm gonna describe what I see to her. And I'm just gonna be like, do you think it could be that beggar from the other day?
Beggar. I followed him and he just stood out there.
Is this around the same area where the beggar stopped, or not anywhere near?
Not anywhere near. He went off to the back. If you guys are at the cliff top, he would be at the opposite side to the left. This is forward to the right.
So am I like next to that younger dude? Is that what you said I was pushing up against?
Yeah, you guys are kind of near them. You're about 2 or 3 people deep. As you, using your keen, drowish eyes, peered through the crowd and was able to get some kind of information.
Is there anybody whispering around us, like saying anything helpful or saying anything at all?
Other than, about how savage the attack looked, talking about the person who found the body, who you glance over to your left, and in one of the alleyways you actually see there's someone else also dressed in studded leather. He has shaved, his hair has been shaved on either side of his head, but the top still has a little bit of volume. It is grayed. He has various scars and weather marks all over his body. He's currently giving this person something hot to drink. And you can see, kind of at his hip, he does have one of the bottles that look very similar to the ones that actually came from the clip top inn. Because the person has this blanket wrapped around their shoulders.
I'm going to point the guy out to Nora.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to be like, should we...
Okay, so question. So, there's 2 bodies that are dead and mauled and unliving. And then there's one person who's being comforted
because he's the one that found it.
Gray-haired. Okay. And they're in the circle, they're off to the side. You said in the alleyway.
They're off to the side.
Could we get to them?
If you push your way over, yeah, you can get your way over to them.
All right, we'll get our way over to them.
Are they talking at the moment?
The one is not talking very much. He's sipping the cup of whatever it is that the older gentleman gave him.
Okay.
His hands are shaking as he's drinking.
Lance! Okay. I guess we'll go talk to him. We don't have much of a choice.
Yep.
You 2 go over to them, and the guard looks over. Sorry you can't be here. I'm having a private conversation. Sorry.
Do you know
gestures up.
Those 2 people? What happened to them? Was it an animal?
We're currently in the process of investigating this, actually. And you hear the guy go, "It was no animal I've ever seen." drinks shakily. The guy goes over and says, "We're gonna get you down to our headquarters.
I don't have anything to help with.
We're gonna have a proper conversation and try and get all of this sorted out." The guy nods and takes another drink.
Where were they found?
I mean, I guess just right over there.
In the town?
In the town.
Oh.
Cause it was like inside one of the gates.
Yeah, it's like early morning.
As he said that, like, that's not a creature that I heard, I'm gonna just be like, was it human?
The guy just was standing upright. It didn't look like human. Drains the cup.
Can't be a werewolf. Like a type creature.
I don't know. And we're still linked, so you don't have to whisper.
Oh yeah, right.
Okay. And there's a crowd of people around, so we can't really get to the bodies.
I mean, your
You're-
hook can.
Car! Back! Like, get away!
And the bodies are currently covered.
I'm like, you're a cleric.
Yeah.
You're part
The
cleric.
guard
you
looks
two.
over
So-
and he's like,
Oh.
"I'm not familiar with you two.
Um.
When did you get back in town?"
Oh. Oof. Yesterday. I'm a healer. I'm a traveling healer.
She has healing abilities.
I'm technically a cleric. Okay. I can heal things.
And you just decided to wander in from where exactly?
Sogso, where we just saved an entire town from an evil hag.
Did you now?
Did I now?
Funny thing, we haven't really heard from Sogso in a while.
Yeah, they've
Why
been
don't
cut
you-
off by a
Why don't
barrier.
you two come down and help us clarify our memories
Absolutely.
about where you all have actually been?
I'd love to.
I'm going to take you with us. The guide nods. Are you going to come willingly?
Absolutely, I would love to.
Are we being taken into custody?
Absolutely.
That meant, sorry, whenever I do the thinking, are we being taken into custody? Oh,
We're fucked. It's fine.
well, maybe we'll get to hear the dude's testimony.
Yeah. I mean, you can read his lips.
You follow them.
FYI, I know that I don't say this, and I should, and I always in the back of my mind say that I should. I do have my weapons on me every time I leave the room. I don't know if I need to say that every single time. I feel like it gets, like, repetitive. But, like, I mean, I probably should, so I will start doing that. I'm sorry.
Unless we
Yeah,
specify
okay, good to know.
otherwise. Okay.
It's good to know these things.
Okay, I mean,
I
just like, you know, I don't know.
It's almost like you're being conditioned to expect something dangerous to happen every time you leave.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You guys follow the guard back to the gate, where actually you do see that there is some kind of small shed-like area.
We should have, like, done
Which-
the whole fight.
When you open it, there are some tables. There's actually a bunk bed over in the corner and a separated water closet. It's like, why don't we all just sit down and have a little bit of a chat?
Bro, you got a nasty attitude and I don't like it. I say through our link. But I just kind of sit down and lean back real comfy-like.
And he looks at the other guys like, I've got my questions for you here in a minute. I'm going to talk to these lovely ladies here. So, you say that you just came from Sogso?
Yep.
You mind telling us why we haven't really heard from them in a while?
Well, I did just mention there was an evil hag that was controlling trolls, and it was attacking their people and had a bunch of them under a stone spell. and was basically trapping them within a 10-mile radius of their town, and they were unable to leave. And then we freed them, and now they are living happily ever after.
Do you have any proof of this hag or all of these trolls that you speak of?
I have this golden amulet that I got off her dead, ashed up corpse. That was pretty dope.
He takes a moment and looks at it. How do I know this actually came from a hag?
I drop
This
it back
looks
into
like
my bag.
Story to me.
I don't know.
I don't know. If I really got anything else, you could.
And I linked to you. I'm like, you can show them the little stony thing. You can just turn them into stone.
No.
Stone! I don't really have any, like, proof, really, I guess.
We have the bits of the trolls.
Oh, we don't have those. Adriel has them.
Adrian.
I take out a manticore wing. I'm just kidding.
We have our companions that travel with us up to this point can vouch for us, but we have parts of the trolls that we did kill. I'm afraid the hag turned to dust whenever we killed her.
And her sisters.
I know.
And her sisters.
I know that Sogso is quite a trek away, and it's hard to not justify. It's hard to verify what we're saying. I do have the amulet that we're just turning the people into stone, but I'd rather not demonstrate it.
Make persuasion roll.
With guidance?
Concentration. Not with guidance, but since both of you are contributing, I'll say you could roll. Each of you roll an individual one, because both of you had something to say.
Wow, that's fucking crazy.
Oh.
You dick. That's at 18.
7?
Nora, you're not quite being as persuasive as you want, and as you were trying to describe these different elements, he's just having a really hard time, but there's something about Talavin's bluntness that's really connecting
It's
with
just
this
get
guy.
with him.
Seems like a blunt dude with an attitude.
Sorry. It looks.
I kind of just lean into the chair a little bit more.
Alright. So if we did send somebody to Sogso, they'd be able to verify that it was you two, just you two, who were able to save the day.
No, we had a whole group of people with us.
Oh. Are they invisible?
No, they're out chilling on the Clifton Inn.
Well, probably going to have to bring them in for questioning as well. Just to make sure that your story is completely verifiable.
Of course.
Of course. They did say that they were going to head south.
One of them was leaving this morning.
Oh, right. One of them is leaving this morning.
I mean, that was her plan. People are allowed to plan.
We're going to have to make sure she doesn't leave. Not yet.
How did we get into this situation?
He's being a dick, dude. I couldn't help myself. He was being an ass.
We willingly.
I was trying to be helpful. I was saying I was a cleric, and he wanted to be a dick. I can't. I'm not in the mood today.
You said they're staying at the Cliptop
Inn. Cliptop Inn.
Cliptop Inn. Sure. Go ahead and tell a local how to talk about the different residential areas of this.
Just make sure you got the right place. Don't want you, wandering somewhere you shouldn't.
And goes over to the door and shouts for one of the guards. It's like, go ahead and describe what they look like.
Tall, blonde, good-looking, tall, dark, handsome. 2 humans. I don't know. Dudes. Wyatt, Jacob. And then a smaller half-elf with dark hair? Or she got dark hair?
I thought she had blonde hair.
I thought she had blonde hair, too.
It was like a
Pretty blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a dirty blonde. I was like, I said like light brown, but like, I was like, that ain't right.
Yeah.
Dirty blonde,
She has an
Adrielle. She got a dope-ass accent. And then we have a half-orc friend as well.
But
he cannot talk.
Oh, he can't talk, can he?
No, that's what I said.
Why not?
Because his tongue got ripped out. That's why.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Any more personal information you'd like to know?
he looks over at the guard and he's like, go over and see if you can find these individuals. And the guard nods and takes off.
Nora just like
I look very pleased with myself.
just has her head in her hands like, how do we just went outside and then we get questioned. Why do things like this happen?
Because we're new in town, that's why.
Constantly.
Because we're new in town, they're immediately going to point fingers to people they don't know because they don't want to blame it on the people in their own town because they don't want to believe that there is evil where they live. I say that through a link.
We're just like making facial expressions
I'm
like
just
to
like-
each other.
Why make your faces at each other? No, just kidding.
You want me to make faces at you next? No, I'm just kidding.
About an hour or so goes by, and the guy does question.
That's why I was being rude because I knew he was going to be dragging his fucking feet. If they touched the fucking
He
spikes,
questions the other guy, tries to figure out, when did you see them? When did you find them? Was there anyone else about? He said it was early. There were other people out, but he was the one who was closest, who actually saw what was going on. He's actually one of the baker's boys who actually goes and delivers bread from the bakery down the road to all of the other residents. The ones who order it anyway. And he was on his way back whenever he watched whatever this thing was attack. Tall, muscular, had a bit of a hunch, very, very sharp teeth, gnarly looking claws. It looked like it had fur, but he wasn't sure.
I think you were right.
Yeah.
But we probably don't know it. Okay.
Would I recognize that description? Anything?
From where?
Just like my travels, like hearing about different creatures, traveling around, seeing different creatures.
Make a history check.
From my backstory? In the woods?
Make a history check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
14.
14. There are a lot of creatures that could potentially fit that description. So something that was bipedal, that had fur. Trolls walk on 2 legs, but they don't have fur. They have the claws, they have the teeth, but they weren't clever enough to. They're good jumpers, but they're also very clumsy.
So obviously when he was describing this thing, like, he didn't say it was as large as a troll. Like, he said it was more humanoid.
He said it was more humanoid.
I mean, like, Sophia's thinking, but I guess Talavin's not thinking hard enough. She need to get that shit together.
Yeah. You've heard of a lot of different creatures that could potentially fit that description. No, it was yours, Nora.
Less. It was less.
Yeah, about an hour later or so, Zoom, Adrielle, Jacob, and Wyatt are all brought in.
Oh.
And also brought through the same line of questioning of, where were you? Where have you been? What have you seen? Can you verify? Adriel does produce the different troll bits and pieces. They all recount the same story, although in their own way. Describe the different things that are going on. I need everyone to make a group persuasion roll.
Oof. I'm sitting over there looking smug as fuck. That is... Oh, that's an 11. I thought that was a 1. That's an 11. Hold on. That's a 16.
15.
16, 15.
I thought that was a 1, because I only saw one of the ones. And I was like, well, I'm over there looking smug as fuck, like I just fucked these bitches up. Guilty as hell.
Between you all and between the guards' insight into you guys, he's still having a hard time determining the events that actually transpired, and he still seems to need more convincing. And by the end of it, he says, just don't be going anywhere. Alright?
I'd actually be more than happy to help. I'd love to find this creature.
Would you now?
Yes. I wouldn't have offered if I didn't.
So you think you can actually find this thing?
I mean, I can at least try. It's better than not trying.
In return for what? Your name to be cleared?
Yeah, let me leave.
Fair trade. Just don't go anywhere.
But I would like to be able to share information if possible. Anything I learn, I can give to you. Anything you learn, you give to me.
Make a persuasion roll.
Damn. Oh, that good, that good. That's a 23.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, now.
You-
Sorry.
Well, it
Still
seems like-
have an attitude.
If it seems like the evidence is pointing elsewhere, we will take that into consideration. In the meantime, you're free to leave, wander about the city. We've got our eyes on you, though.
As we're leaving, I do like a soccer style.
Yeah. What a trap.
What a trap.
This is wandered off. Adriel immediately goes out,
I look
turns
over.
around and just punches as hard as she can the wood.
I thought you punched one of us.
Well, I thought she punched me. I was like, yeet.
No,
She's gonna get it back.
Just, gotta level all the spirits. Of course, something like this is gonna happen. You're trying to do something good, then you try to leave. Never is gonna be easy.
Nope.
All right.
Thanks.
You two managed to find something. What was it?
What? We didn't find anything. We were just trying to ask questions about 2 dead bodies in the road. And they immediately sussed us.
What would be the thing that you found? What can you tell us about it? Evidently, we need to figure out what this thing is.
Well, there was a witness, that dude in there, and he said he was, it was a humanoid creature, super muscular, slouched, with fur, claws, and teeth, walking bipedally.
Well, that's gnarly. That's just... Zoom, by the way, is very, very pale.
I'm going to link with him. I'm going to break my link with Nora. And I'm just going to ask him if he's okay.
I hope I hit them well.
Oof.
They came knocking at the door. I didn't know what else to do.
We'll go check on them. Don't worry. I'm sure they're safe.
That bridge is terrifying.
So
I didn't like that bridge.
Oh.
This is not a nice bridge. It's a bad bridge.
Oh god, it's so adorable.
Wyatt is just arms folded. He's not having it. He's like, great. Told you. The moment we'd leave. Jacob's like, you did not know that something bad was going to happen. Wipes rolls his eyes. Yeah, right.
I look slightly guilty because I was being a dick the whole time, but it's okay. Only a little guilty.
So Wyatt, with his arms folded, takes a moment, puts his hood back up, and he's like, okay, well, what do we got? Let's step over here, and you guys step over to the side and say, alright, so it has fur, it has claws, and teeth. Notice anything weird since we've been here? Everything seems to be pretty okay to me.
There was one gentleman that I'm suspecting, but I could just be crazy. There was a beggar that came through the other day, and he had elongated canine teeth, and he just looked a little unique.
That's not good.
I don't know. We didn't ask about him, so I don't know if he's been here a long time or not, but we could probably at least start there.
He went to
Yeah, Jacob nods. That probably is a pretty good idea, or at least it's a starting point. Do you want us to go try and find him, talk to him? I mean, you all are the ones who've seen him. Do we all go together? Do we divide and conquer, try and figure out some information?
I need to run back to the room and check on the sprites. But I think it would be a good idea to at least see where this person is and maybe try to get a little more insight on him. But I also like to take a look at those bodies.
Since we're on the case.
Investigation.
We're gonna go look around a little bit more.
I described what he was wearing, I guess, the beggar, and then I guess she can tell him the general area that she saw him last in.
You described the area, and they're like, well, we'll head over in that direction. Just try and see what we can see. Adrielle, do you want to come with us? And she's like, yeah, actually, we probably need to get a better look at the bodies, honestly. Just try and better figure out.
Do you want to check on the sprites and I'll go check on the bodies?
Okay.
Okay. I guess me and Adriel will go check on the bodies, and then I guess, I don't know what Zoom wants to do, but I'm technically still linked with him. I don't know what he wants to do. But Nora's going to check on the sprites.
I'll go with Nora. I kind of left them in a bit of a tizzy.
Okay.
I don't like leaving them like that. I wasn't sure that wasn't great for them.
Alright, well, let's get going then. Get this over with so we can leave.
Right. So I'm gonna check on the sprites, and I'm also going to tell the barkeep dude that we'll be staying indefinitely for the time being. So we'll just have to go day by day, because we've been otherwise detained.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I do.
You give him that information, and he's, that's good to know. Good to know. I'm sorry that you have to stay for longer. Is there anything that we need to be worried about right now?
Not for now. I would suggest being on guard and not going out at night, since there was something found within the town at night
In the town.
or early morning. So just advise people to not be out when it's dark.
All right. Will do. You go back up the ladder, up 1, up 2, up 3, and Zoom sees that bridge again. And he gets there and he locks up.
Can I reach my hand back?
He reaches forward and grabs a hold of your hand.
Like, just hold
And
it
step by step, he goes across. He kind of squints his eyes most of the time, one hand on the rail and one hand in yours. Just you make it all the way across. And do you have the key?
I think I got it originally.
Yeah, she got it originally. I never had it.
We haven't been locking it, so I have it.
Okay. You go over and unlock the door and peer in. You do not see the sprites.
I look at Zoom.
He makes a motion. He taps on the door a few times. Walks around to actually one of the bags, one of the different saddle bags, and lifts up and undoes one of the latches and lifts. And you see them, all three of them, kind of huddled there. Is everything all right? It's Talal.
I'm just gonna explain what just happened, and that we'll be staying indefinitely until we can leave.
Great.
Great. Love him. So positive.
No, it just looks. Well, she looks.
I mean, technically, don't
broody.
I literally have 2 direwolf puppies I'm carrying around. Are you carrying yours around?
No.
Where are we keeping them?
I
Just in
thought
the
they were
room?
just in the room.
We're just gonna leave them in the room?
Zoom was taking care of them.
I wasn't under that impression, but okay.
I'll take the puppies with me.
I was under the impression that I was just carrying around 2 direwolf puppies, honestly.
You didn't say you brought them with you.
I didn't say I left them, though. I was just under, because I slept with them, and I was just
Zoom
gonna
was
wake
still
up
in
and take
Zoom
them.
was still in the room.
Okay, that's fine.
Zoom
You
was
can
still
leave
in
them
the
there.
room.
I was just wondering if we were carrying them around, because that's what I thought I was doing, but
Okay.
like I said, I'm not very good at explaining.
You just have a puppy in your pocket.
I got 2 puppies in my arms. I'm
This
just
is
carrying
my
them
puppy
around.
pocket. I have 2 puppy pockets.
Yeah, no, that would have led to an entire different interaction.
Damn. Oh, probably a bad one. It's really a good thing we didn't have them with us.
Probably.
Yeah, that's okay.
I think
Don't
it'll
bring
be
them with you.
weird. Okay, so I guess if Zoom's gonna stay in the room with the sprites.
He takes a moment, makes a couple of gestures to Talal, who is like, yeah, you can help me get everything set up real quick. I would very much like to try and replenish some of our stocks. But if we're going to be here for a while, when you say indefinitely, do you mean more than a day, Nora?
I mean, technically at least till the next morning.
Yes, at least one more day. I don't know why
Right.
we were detained. It's because we're the newcomers to the town, and then someone was attacked.
That can't be helped.
Maybe describe it to him. He knows. You never know. They can know something.
I mean, I said that I told him everything.
Did they not
But, like-
recognize the description of the creature? Okay.
It doesn't seem like they do. Well, let me roll for them and see. Ooh. Spice and Talal actually have heard of such a
See?
creature before. Spice knows because it was a not a fairy tale, just a scary bedtime story that she heard whenever she was staying with some of her friends.
Oh.
And Talal has heard of these things because before, whenever he would go out to gather herbs and roots on his own, which technically he wasn't supposed to be doing, but, rebel just for kicks, there were sometimes individuals wandering around late at night who possessed the same kind of physique. And it always seemed to happen around the same time.
Are we gonna be here for a month?
Absolutely not. We're gonna find it and kill it and be done with it. We are not gonna stay here for a fucking month. We will ditch this bitch. I am not waiting a fucking month for this.
We're gonna have to.
No, we're not. I will fake a full moon.
Okay.
Power up. Elistray compels you.
He eventually says that he believes, based on that description, that it is a wolfman, or some kind of that's what they would call it. Is some kind of wolfman.
Wolfman. And it was just a wolf that was on its hind legs and walked around and attacked people? Or
Yeah.
things?
That seems to be the general idea. Is it's I think it's some kind of curse or something that's transferred in others' blood. That I believe the official. I believe it's called lycanthropy.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, is lycanthropy. Usually is some kind of cross between one creature and another, usually a humanoid and some kind of animal.
So the creature either has to be killed or the spell has to be broken.
As far as I'm aware, I mean, I don't know very much about them. All I know is that sometimes they were out wandering around, usually around the time of the full moon. But sometimes I would see them leading up to that event. It wasn't necessarily directly on a full moon.
Was last night a full moon?
Not that I saw.
I mean, that could happen still.
Well, then we may be able to catch it tonight. If
We have 4 more days, essentially, before the moon begins waning to the point where, I mean, at the very least that I'd noticed.
Right. All
The
right.
peak is in 2 days.
It's probably when it's the strongest.
Probably. All right. Well, I'm going to go tell the others this information.
With this information, do I know anything else about him? I'm gonna have to talk to Malik about it. He's gonna have to help my ass.
You're not there. Mm-hmm.
She says she meets up with us.
Afterwards, Zoom does go back with you. Takes that moment before he crosses the bridge. You'll lock everything back up. Talal gets everything once again set up, and he begins frantically making a new set of potions, actually, upon hearing this information.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, I go back and I relay all the information.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime, Talavin, you go with Adriel, Wyatt, and Jacob to go investigate the bodies.
Oh, they came with us? I thought they were going to find yonder friend.
Oh, do you tell them to get lost? And
No,
go
they're
find
more than
your
welcome to
friend?
come. That's what I thought. That's what I assumed they were doing.
That's their concern. That's why they haven't gone off. It's because they're not sure what the person actually looks like.
Oh. Okay.
Even though you described him.
Okay, that's fine. They can come with us, and then we can all go together.
Alright, you get there, and the bodies are actually being carted away to go be interred at one of the local temples. Which is a very small temple again to Melora.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up to one of the guards. Oh man, I didn't catch yonder dude's name.
The same young guard who you saw who's helping kind of push the cart along as he looks around and gives a nervous smile and I'm having an okay day.
We're
pushing along.
We're trying to help. We talked to one of the guards. I don't fucking know his name because I'm a big-head dumbass. And we offered our assistance in trying to find whatever did this. I was wondering if I could inspect the bodies to maybe glean some insight on what might have done this.
Right, make a persuasion roll.
Damn. Ooh, that's good, that's good. That's a tainted 20.
Tainted 20? He takes a moment, looking a little bit nervous, but the girl with the practically shaved head just kind of shrugs and is like, whatever, just get on with it. And she takes a step back, his arms folded. She looks really bored, and he looks a little bit nervous. And all right, let's at least push the cart over here. And he pushes the cart in one of the alleys where there are no windows, and he peels back the sheets.
Is it kind of dark?
It's a little bit dark. It's not pitch black or anything, but it's shaded.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights just so I can make sure I can see as well as possible, even though I have dark vision. I just want to make sure I can see. And I just want to inspect the bodies, see if there's anything that I notice about them. Like you said there was, well, I guess you didn't really say, you said they were covered up, but like what kind of like wounds they have, I don't know, just like different, like what their wounds look like, maybe like if I can kind of glean what might have done this to them.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Bitch. That's a 12.
12.
11.
Whatever the...
6 plus 5 is 11. Sorry.
11. You take a look and you see a lot of claw marks. A lot of 5-fingered claw marks. You see what look like puncture wounds and slashes and gouges. Many of them are long and relatively thin, but they're too uniform. They're too precise at equal distances to be from a single blade. You notice that there's a jaggedness to the claw marks, even though they're relatively smooth. It was a rough tear. Adriel, Wyatt, and Jacob also do a check. Ooh. Wyatt and Jacob actually come through on the win on this. As they go over and they begin kind of talking like, oh, like this is a puncture wound, like, this is a slash mark, do you see this, do you see this? And it's actually Wyatt's idea as he looks, and he's like, this right here is a bite impression. As you look, you can see how the teeth line up in a perfect arc. If we can match this, we can better figure out what's going on.
Does this bite mark that he points out, like, does it look like it could have been made from, like, a human mouth or, like, a creature's mouth?
Make an intelligence check.
You cunt motherfucker. That would be 22.
22. It is slightly elongated, but does appear to be like you've seen things bite before. You've seen wolves bite before. It almost has that same elongation, but it's not as long.
Okay. What about blood? Like, are these bodies like bloodied? Does there seem to be any like
They're very bloody.
chunks missing, or do they
There are
just
a
seem
few-
like
There are a few chunks missing, but overall there are no major organs missing.
they don't look like they were? Okay, so nothing's been removed.
Doesn't seem like it.
Should have insight checked the meat that dude was eating.
That's disgusting. I'm gonna turn to one of the guards and just be like, "Has this ever happened before?"
The younger, the male guard looks over. No, we haven't had anything happen like this before.
Literally every town we go to, we fucking curse the shit out of these poor people.
No, we helped them.
Only because we cursed them
We
first.
didn't curse them.
I mean, we've heard of like weird things happening around, in the woods, but it's never been in here.
Has anything changed recently in the woods that would force a creature out of the woods and into town?
No, but we would have seen it, wouldn't we? Wouldn't we?
Creatures.
At this point, Nora and Zoom come walking up.
Hey guys, you'll never guess what we just found out.
Blech.
Blech.
So then they can disguise themselves.
The guy just kind of looks really worried, and the girl just... That's a children's tale. You
Is
really
it?
think something like that exists?
Do you see these two bodies in front of you? They don't look like a fairy tale to me.
I didn't say the thing that attacked him either. And if we're going to say this thing also turns invisible, I don't know. I think...
I mean... And I'm just, offhandedly, but definitely now gonna sound like I'm pointing fingers, but, oh, wellsies. There was a beggar yesterday, and I described this thing, the dude, to them, and I'm like, have you ever seen him around before? Do you know anything about him?
The younger guy looks, you mean Jeddah?
Fuck.
No, he's fine. Just a nice old man. And the girl's like, and weird. Like, he just like wanders around in the woods, over on the corner of the compound. Yeah, no. There's something weird about him. He just wanders around the town. No one really wants to say anything, because, that's rude, but, yeah, he's weird. And the guy looks over at her, and it's like, that's not nice. It's like, he's just trying to make his way. Maybe he just fell on hard times. The girl just looks at him. Gavin, really? You can't be this stupid. Like, he just kind of gives her a dirty look.
These two are literally perfect for each other.
So, Gavin, hang on. This is Mackenzie asking a question. Gavin is the one that was at the gate the day before.
Yeah.
And he was friendly.
Yeah.
And none of the other guards are friendly.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's the werewolf. But I have no proof.
Can we insight check these two? As they're conversing about this beggar dude?
Sure.
I just want to know, does he really feel I don't know, I guess just what are his real thoughts?
So who you inside checking and who
Gavin.
Okay, so you're looking for Gavin. And you're trying to figure out what?
That's a 16. I'm trying to figure out, is he really this nice? He's really nice. I don't like it.
Yeah, he's being honest. I mean, you're not getting any deceptive vibe. He actually thinks that, the guy's a nice old man. Maybe he's just fallen on hard times.
Can I do another insight check on him? When Nora came up and gave us all this information about these humans man things, what was his reaction like? What did, his reaction to that?
Good. Roll another insight check.
God damn it, Gil. That was even worse, you stupid mother. That's 11.
11. For the most part, he just seemed to be listening. You didn't really see too much of a reaction out of him. He seemed concerned. He seemed worried.
Reaction. Fine. Fuck you, Gil. Alrighty then. Guess I'm gonna be wandering the streets in the dark times. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
That is not what I
know,
wanted to do.
it's probably around 10 or so.
In the morning! Oh my
What
god!
if we just look at the place where they were attacked and see if there's...
I mean, yeah.
I know it's on cobblestone, but there might be maybe a blood trail that we can follow, at least the direction that it went.
I mean, yeah, if he's scoring up people, then, there's gotta be blood somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, with that information... no, I'm not even gonna go there, because he's probably not. That's fine. I was gonna say, can I try to track him? Is he a fae, a fiend, or an undead? Probably not. I want to use that so bad!
You look, you take that moment. Nope. Sorry.
Damn! It's fine.
Just breathe in the scent of the area. Nothing. Sorry.
I just smell undead bodies.
Sad.
Okay. I guess, we're just gonna, look around the area. So, I guess I'll ask the guards, I'm like, is that where the bodies were found? where they've been covered
The
up?
girl looks. Yeah, it was.
Nope.
Okay.
We're gonna go looky aroundy.
Perception for the area.
Can I give her assistance?
Investigation.
Well, investigation check.
I got a natural 1.
I'll roll. Don't fuck me, Gil. That's pretty good.
Wow.
That is a 23.
I got twin natural 15s and a natural 20 for peeps over here.
I was just like, wow, I wonder what the surprise is.
Natural 17. Yeah, Nora, you're a little bit concerned. You're a little bit preoccupied trying to think about, creatures that you know. Based on your experience, Nora, creatures don't usually attack for no reason, and so you're having a hard time kind of grasping that at the moment. As you're thinking, like, even if this was some kind of wolf hybrid, some kind of wolf man, wolf werewolf creature, like it doesn't attack for no reason. So you're kind of hung up on that. And so, what was your roll, Talavin?
23.
23. You take a moment and you get down close to the ground, and you do see where some of the blood has pooled into the cracks and crevices of the cobblestones. And you and Adriel both almost simultaneously lower yourselves into a push-up and get really close into the cobblestone. And then you both instinctually eyes turn and look. And you do see that the majority of whatever happened did happen in this main area. But both of your eyes turn simultaneously and look. And down that alleyway where the guy had been sitting and drinking and had initially been getting questions asked to him, you do see almost over the corner of your eye, you do see blood along the side of the wall.
Follow it.
It was the...
Jumped.
You don't know that. He didn't have blood on his clothes. I guess we didn't really check.
No, we didn't check.
Passive perception. As we were sitting, I know mine's only a 16, but while we were sitting in me and Nora talking to that guard, did yonder dude that found the bodies have blood all over him? On his hands and face, maybe, in his clothes?
The guy who was being asked the questions, he did have a little bit of blood spatter on him, but it was a fine mist. Like if you're standing at a distance and you get something flung on you.
So we didn't get to hear his questioning, or
No, we didn't.
We only got the first bit. Well, the dude didn't ask a ton of questions.
He didn't. I mean, it doesn't really seem like he's that smart. All right. We're going to follow yonder blood trail.
Okay, this would be a nature check as you all begin trekking along. Adriel is helping you, so you get to roll.
Natural 20.
Oh,
I don't even need to roll again.
That's it.
You actually do manage to find, there's
Nature's
one
only a
spot
+3.
here. There's another spot down low. There's a place that looks like it was possibly landed on harshly, and then again leaped across the way. You follow it for a fair distance and realize it is heading back towards the back left area.
Towards where the beggar dude was? I don't jump to conclusions. I will continue to follow this path.
You continue to follow the path. Press forward, forward, forward. Make another nature check.
With advantage?
Yes.
Ooh, I needed that time. That is a tainted 20.
15.
15. Nora, Talavin, and Wyatt, actually. Oh, wait, I forgot to roll first. Yeah. You three actually begin kind of taking point, looking at different areas. You follow that trail all the way to the back corner. And as you glance out of the side of your eye, you do see where that tarp is. You do see that area. You don't see the guy. But you follow the blood trails as it looks like something grasped onto the tree. Grasped onto another tree. And actually vaulted itself over the wall.
Over the wall?
over the wall.
Wait, but that's after we followed the. Oh wait, no. It's like it did it and then it walked back to that place. Oh, it probably was him then. But wait, the blood trail.
It didn't go to his home. It went across over the wall.
Wait, but why did the blood?
You see his area from where you are as you all walk through.
You said he wasn't there though.
Yeah, you don't see him over there.
Why would the blood trail go lead back over the wall? I think it launched itself into the town and then left afterwards.
You think it left the blood trail leading to the people?
Leading after, away from the people.
But yeah, that's why we're following it.
Yeah, but then it led to the tent, which is...
It technically didn't lead to the tent. It led near the tent.
Where the... I don't know if Nora would actually know to look for this, but like... As the trail continues, it's just a blood trail, but since we're in like the mud area now, are there any footprints?
Oh yeah, you did say we were in like a...
Make another investigation check.
It's not... Ooh. That's...
It's a 12.
Yeah, that's, nature.
No, investigation.
Investigation. I think it's the same. Yeah, 19.
19.
Yeah.
You do not notice. Well, actually, you do notice some footprints, but they seem to be coming to and from the tent, the tarp tent area,
The
into the woods, into this little grove area, and then back to the tent.
So the two bodies you investigated, one of them wasn't him, right?
yeah, I mean, like, neither one of the bodies was the beggar dude.
Okay.
So you said the footprints, they're, now, like, I'm looking for footprints near, like, the wall, like, where he would have jumped. And those footprints are just leading to and from the tent?
Yeah, you look down and you see those footprints, and then you look up and you see the blood. Looks like it follows along the tree, and then whatever it was vaulted over.
So essentially it's saying that the werewolf left the town and then went back into the town.
Possible.
So they're all the same footprints, though? Like, none of them go from, like, a different size to, like, a more humanoid size? Do these look like normal human footprints?
Yeah.
Werewolves don't have human feet.
Quote of the day. Wolves don't have human feet.
Wait.
Make a perception check.
That's a
15.
24.
12.
24. Talavin, you hear something stepping through the woods.
I look around and see what it is.
You look around, all of you simultaneously, as soon as they see you turn around and look, everybody else simultaneously turns around and looks, and you do see the old man currently walking. He's holding something in his hands as he looks. He goes, "Hey."
Oh God. What is in his hands?
Looks like something bloody. Like a bloody rabbit.
It looks like an animal. Doesn't look like human flesh.
It has fur.
It's looking around.
That don't mean shit. It could be his head. Fine, I'll let it go.
You make an investigation check. He actually does have like some blood on his face as he's holding the thing.
Tainted 20. What is it?
Tainted 20. It is rabbit. He shuffles
Or is he
over.
just eating that shit raw?
Maybe. He shuffles over. I didn't think I'd see you so soon. I remember you. You're nice.
Oh man.
He looks down You want some?
No, I appreciate it. It's very kind.
It has the fur on it.
I'm gonna like walk over. Is he like sitting under his tent?
He's still standing nearby. It looks like he's getting ready to shuffle over to his tent.
Okay. I'm just gonna like kind of walk a little bit closer. I'm gonna be like, were you here last night?
You mean like everywhere here, or like?
Were you in your tent last night?
Oh yeah, it was asleep. I like to sleep. It's nice to sleep.
But he sounds like the fucking horse. That's what he sounds like. You didn't happen to see anything jump over this wall last night, did you?
No. No.
Have you ever seen anything come in and out of this forest that didn't belong?
No.
My mind is just not working right now. I need to go to bed. But no, I have to figure out what. I don't even know.
I'm thinking.
Oh, sorry, Poochie. Will you stop that? You can put the tent up. Sorry, no.
Have you lived here long?
Hmm?
Have you lived here long? In this town?
I don't know. I've just been wandering around. Wandering and wandering and wandering. You sure you don't want any?
I had a large breakfast. I'm good, thank you.
Peels back some more of the fur and...
At least he's not eating the fur, I guess.
Adrielle, by the way, is just over in the corner. She's like, no, I can't do this. I can't do this. Zoom is just watching with this complete mortification.
I just have like the most straight, just kind of like, oh yes, this is a normal thing that happens to me every day face on.
Jacob is trying to hold in there, but Wyatt is just standing over there with Nora, just not having.
Have you noticed anyone new in town besides us?
That nice guard. That's a nice guy. He's kind of new.
I point out the club.
Don't point that. You're gonna scare the poor man.
So? What if he's a werewolf?
What if he's not?
What if he's not the werewolf? Then he doesn't need to be out in the woods anyway.
Okay, fine. That's true. That's true.
I point out.
We'll point out the blood to him and be like,
So you didn't see this?
so you didn't see anything last night at
Hear
all?
anything?
Huh. Well, that's concerning.
Insight check on his reaction.
I'll do that.
Go ahead.
That's good.
17.
It's even worse.
What was yours?
17.
Yeah, 17 and Talavin?
9.
9. It's a reroll against you.
Me?
Against Talavin.
Wait.
Nora, you'll know.
Oh, I know?
Yeah, you'll
15.
know this, but it's a reroll against Talavin.
15.
15. Talavin, he's a little bit hard for you to read. But Nora, He is letting on.
He totally knows.
If I have to fucking...
I'm just gonna kind of like, I'm just gonna look at Talavin and like,
And I'll link with her.
like,
You feel the same shudder in your mind.
he's letting on. He knows more than what he's saying.
If I'm gonna have to intimidate this motherfucker, like, let me just... I'm just kidding. Damn it, I didn't want to have to do this.
Okay, hang on. I'll help you. I'll help you.
Are you sure? Are you gonna frighten this man?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna, like, as Nora walks up, start pulling one of my blades out. I don't want to waste it, so I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
How's
So
that for?
she said he's letting on, right? For sure, this
Yes.
dude he's faking.
Yes.
He saw something.
Yes.
Okay.
As she, like, walks up and is about to cast this spell, I'm just gonna slowly reach.
How tall is this dude?
He's hunched, so he stands right around like 5'5".
So he's not as tall as us.
Right.
No, I mean he's hunched. He's hunched over his shoulders.
Okay.
I'm gonna just go ahead and
He
hit both of
would
them.
probably be closer to like 5'10", 5'11", probably.
I'm going to prepare to sprint. If he decides to run, I'm gonna say wait, no, should I be more tactful?
Just frighten the man.
I'm gonna
What are
say
you doing with those
Either that or
swords?
I'm about to turn some lighting on these bitches.
wait, what did he say?
What are you doing with those swords?
We know that you're letting on.
I
And then
thought I was gonna dare.
I cast frighten. my frighten. Ah! Oh. It's a wisdom save and it's my spell save DC.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights on her, like right behind her, so it looks like she's glowing extra.
That's a natural 19.
Mother of God, he can't get disadvantage since I was helping her.
That's not how it works.
I
That
can
is
do it
garbage.
Once a day, shoot.
I see that this doesn't work, and I nick myself, and as I...
And he looks... That's impressive.
Damn!
Hmm.
Oh, I mean, I can try intimidation, but I mean, I'm not usually very good.
It's like,
What's my intimidation?
Like, did you tell him you were letting on?
yes,
what you said?
I told him,
Yeah.
I said, we know that you're letting on. And then I tried to frighten him so that he'd have disadvantage.
I have advantage on intimidation checks. I could try to intimidate him.
You have advantage?
Well, yeah. I got either advantage or extra
You
points, and I
watched,
chose
you-
advantage.
Because Nora, you said that you told him we know you're letting on.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I was
As she
preparing-
cast frighten.
Yeah, and then I was preparing
Yeah.
to bolt in case he decided to run or something.
No, whenever you do that, he...
Okay, well then I don't. I don't do that.
He takes the rabbit and he actually straightens up and brushes himself off, shoves the rabbit into his bag,
No!
pulls out and just starts like wiping it off. Like, kind of wipes it off with the edge of his cloth. Like, it's not as pleasant as you think.
Oh my God. I kind of like mildly want to hurl, but then I just kind of like, it goes away. I'm like, oh. So,
Explain yourself.
yeah, what the fuck, dude? You were just eating a dead rabbit, and what now you're just not? What is going on?
It's very complicated.
It's not that complicated.
Actually, it kind of is, because the moment I try to explain it, you're going to try to kill me, and I'm really not looking forward to that part.
We will listen to your story in full.
As long as you tell the truth.
Persuasion. Persuasion!
That is cocked.
Not cocked.
Fuck.
I got a 3 plus.
Persuasion. That's a 16.
7!
7, you both actually beat him.
Ha!
What this man rolling? That one?
At which point, like, everybody else who kind of saw this reaction took a natural step back. Weapons, just laying their hands on various weapons.
Werewolf.
I was like, accidentally smears a little bit in his beard, a little bit of scruff around his neck.
I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out a rag and give it to him. Be like, look, dude, you're just rubbing it in.
Thanks. Tries to scrub it free as best he can.
All right, prestidigitation on his whole face.
Just slap prestidigitation.
Well, that definitely did the trick. Thanks for the rag. Hands it back to you. When I was younger, I ended up being attacked by someone with wolf-like abilities, and I managed to inherit those.
You're
Which
a
is
wolfling.
really unfortunate.
So then what can you tell us about what attacked those people last night? Obviously, you're giving off a vibe that it wasn't you, but it was somebody in this town.
Obviously, it wasn't me. There's another
Obviously.
one of us here, and I haven't been able to figure out who it is. And it's incredibly frustrating.
Are there ways?
Especially since most people decide to come after me with, like, smackables. They bring out their pans and they throw them at me. It's not nice. It's just not right. I'm trying to do a service here, and anyway, when I was young, like I said, this thing happened. I couldn't control it when I was younger, and I figured out how to. Took years, took a lot of planning, but I've gotten to the point now where I can anticipate and I can plan and just go about my life and still maintain what little I have left up here.
Alright. Insight check, he's telling the truth. I just have to.
I don't fucking know. I believe him.
Insight?
What's your roll?
I rolled a 3 plus 6 is a 9.
13.
You both actually beat him.
What?
Yeah, he's being honest.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
You're not sensing any deceit from this particular individual. He's telling a genuine story of the events that transpired.
Mm,
You don't think he's being deceitful?
good to know. Good.
Is there any way that you can find out, is there a way for us to find out who this is? An easier way?
I've been trying to use my scent. I've been trying to figure out if there's anyone nearby.
What about...
Usually you can smell it on people. You can just sense it on people. I haven't been able to get anything on anyone.
What about weaknesses, vulnerabilities? Maybe something that makes him... would prove that he is what you say he is. Him or her.
I mean, we'll know soon enough tonight. It's getting closer to the direct full moon. That's why I stationed myself out here. I did see something fly over the edge last night, but I couldn't catch it.
Are you saying it's faster
I'm a
than you
little
are?
bit older, long in the tooth, if you hadn't noticed. I'm not quite as spry as some of these younger ones. And it does seem younger. Whoever it is.
So then what about
And it
weaknesses,
happens to know what it's doing.
vulnerabilities? Any?
All I know is that unless you've got some kind of fancy special sword or fancy special whatever it is, it's not going to be, you're not going to deal the damage you think you are. I've been stabbed 50 times, and I'm still here. But man, some of those blades light you up.
What kinds of blades?
Let me see your sword.
I'll give him my sword.
You don't have to hand it to me. Just hold it up so I can use my eyeball.
That's what I was gonna say that I do.
Yeah, you hold it up and yeah, something like that would work.
Both of ours or just hers?
Oh, you held out yours? He takes a moment, looks at yours. No, yours wouldn't work.
Damn. What's so special about yours?
I don't know. I mean, it has like.
What's it made out of?
I don't have that information. What's it made out of?
Just steel.
That spell that you do with it, can you only do it with your sword?
Yes.
You can only do it with your sword.
Yes. I can only do it with cast, speak, both.
That might be what it is. It's magical.
Has magical abilities. It's just steel. It's a steel. Okay.
That could be it. I don't have anything magical. Except for... Ooh. Would my javelin be considered magical?
Do you take it out?
Nope, I take it out. I'm like, what about this?
Yeah, that'll do it.
I don't even know how to use this thing.
Okay. Well, it's a good opportunity to try.
Trust.
Intelligence check on myself. If I was to like light up one of my swords with my blood maledict, would that be considered magical? Ooh, that's not very good. That's only a 16.
The DM's also trying to figure it out. That's a
Yeah, I
really
don't
good
really,
question.
like, I don't know. I mean, like, it's magic, but it's technically not, like, imbued into the blade, you know what I mean?
Try. So do you do it?
I don't want to waste it, because I can only do it so many times.
It would be worth.
I can always try it later. It is what it is. Oh, bro, we can go back. She had the magic-ass fucking javelin shit in the forge. Okay.
Misty.
Oh, maybe she got a magic sword I can get. Oh, I can get a magic sword. It's gonna cost me a fortune. I didn't care. I'm sorry.
Alright, so let's see.
I get so excited for magical things.
I get so excited, guys.
So obviously, the blood trail leads to this point.
Well, we could go on the
So
other
they
side.
Back in time.
Could you
Well-
follow this blood trail on the other side of the wall if it continued?
I tried. I already tried. Doesn't work.
What's your general jump range?
When you were younger.
You mean like this or like?
The age of whatever. Or you said
I can't jump very high like this, but I could probably get at least 3/4 of the way up the wall. I got a running start.
Ah, so it jumps on the wall and then it. Okay, so did you see? You didn't see it when it jumped.
He said he saw it as it was going over the wall.
Okay, so it jumped to the wall and then.
So did this thing jump clear over the wall, or did it jump onto the wall and then climb up the rest of the way?
It was in the trees. I heard a huge thumping sound. I got myself ready. I thought it was coming to fight me or bring something with it, but it just vaulted right over the wall, straight from that tree over.
Went straight over from the
Are there any characteristics as a human besides this that you know of?
I've had mine for a long time. If you just get it, if you haven't had it for very long, you're not gonna. It doesn't manifest as much.
Damn.
Which is why, stay clear, people.
Another way.
I mean, you want rare meat, if that helps. But come on, who doesn't like a nice rare steak?
I do like mine medium rare.
Let's see, what else do we have?
I don't know anything
We
else.
can use, so we question the dude, and we...
I mean, at the very least, I can go try to get a magical sword real quick.
We're gonna have
See
to
what
fight
that
it, but
yonder
we'll have to
town is.
find him first.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be walking around yonder town tonight. Maybe we can go ask some of the guards to join us for a steak. I'm just saying. I think it's Gavin. Could be anyone, but I think it's Gavin. So, how long have you been in this town?
I've been here for
Now that you're not lying to me.
up to so spring, so fall, so like right around 4.5, 5 months.
And this has never happened before?
No, it's recent. I was just doing my thing, being out here, I'm living the good life. You know, I got all the rabbits that I can catch, which, you know, isn't as many as you think. They're wily little rascals.
Then, you said Gavin's the newest person around.
He's a nice kid, but, I mean, he's the newest.
No other new people have come through here?
Not that I've noticed. But then again, I've only been here for, 5 months or so.
But you said this is the first time it's happened, so the person would have to be here pretty recently to be able to hide something like this. And you haven't noticed anything out in the woods while you've been here?
No, I'm the one who came, sometimes Gavin comes out to visit and say hi. He's the one who brought me that tarp, which is, really thoughtful of him.
Okay.
Alright. Damn. It's gotta be Gavin, bro.
Yeah, but our characters wouldn't be able to make that jump.
Oh, what do you mean? Gavin's the newest person.
So?
It's him. That's where my mind goes. Is he new to town, or is he just a new guard member?
I think he came from somewhere else. I think he wanted to train as a guard, but, wherever he was before, it wasn't working out. I think he actually came from the north.
Everything's happening up north.
Everything bad is happening north. Even though there are literal giant crocodiles in the south. Everything in the north is even worse.
Yeah, giant crocodiles was the intro problem.
The intro problem.
Introduction to your problem.
That's ass. Okay.
I do like me some crocodile.
I know.
Are there more crocodiles down further south? I'm thinking
Yes.
about leaving this place tonight.
There's a lot of crocodiles down south. Very large ones. Very large ones.
Looks at him. I can't think of any other questions
Yeah, I'm good.
to ask.
I'm going to reach out my hand as we're kind of like getting ready to go, and I'm going to just be like, my name's Talavin, what's yours?
Wipes more of the blood off of his hands. He only managed to get so much off, but you can see like it's in his cuticles, it's in his nails, but he tries to wipe it off. Jetta Drake. Shakes your hand. It's a nice firm grasp for an older gentleman.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Will you be staying
I mean,
around
if you need me to
town?
go play the crazy old person, it'd be nice, if you didn't tell everybody over there. I mean, especially Gavin, because, he really thinks he's doing some good, coming out here and, like, making sure I'm okay. He gave me socks. Who gives socks? It's great. My toes, I can feel my toes when it's cold.
Is it possible that someone wouldn't know about their ability?
It's very possible.
Damn.
I mean, one of the first times I found out, I was actually with a group of friends. I was feeling ill, and I woke up the next morning, and they were all looking at me like I was crazy, had me tied up, and that was not fun. Because then you go through the whole process of, I don't remember anything, and absolutely nobody believes you.
I wonder how that feels like.
And it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Because then you gotta figure out, oh no, I'm totally innocent. And then they're like, well, prove it. Well, you can't really prove it until it happens again. By that time, you'll lose it.
Is there any way to help someone control it?
Lots of training. Lots of training. Basically locking yourself in a cabin and forcing yourself to try and remember. Everything. I've tried meditation, I've tried candles, I've tried different teas, I've tried everything, and really it's just willpower. It's just your force of will.
Your charisma. Alright, so are you going to stay in town until this issue is resolved, or are you going to start moving down south?
If I leave now, that's the problem. If I leave now, they're gonna know that the crazy old one was probably the one doing it. And even though half of it is true, yes, I am what they say I am. But if I leave, then there's going to be a huge manhunt, and I'm going to be on the run, and everybody's going to know, and I'd rather not do that. I'd rather be the crazy old person who they think is, a little bit off.
Alright.
Alright, well then, we'll leave you to it. Enjoy your rabbit. Maybe cook it this time.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel that too. I was hoping it would gross you out so you'd leave. So I don't have to ask so many questions, but you stuck through it. So.
Well, it's a good.
I'm gonna give you props for that.
Alright.
Although it's not totally terrible. I mean, it's bad, but it's not, the worst thing I've had.
I didn't want to know what that would be.
Don't want to know. Nope.
Don't.
Nope.
No.
No, I see your mind working. I see you like, improv, let's come up with the worst thing we can... No. No.
Medicine.
So...
Oh, I kind of want to know.
If you need help, because, I don't know who it is, but maybe they don't actually know. And if they don't know, then it's just bad. Then they're just in a bad situation. I'd like to help if I can.
Well.
But the problem is, I don't know who it is. I tried all my tricks. I even tried handing different people the silver you gave me. And he actually shows you his hand, and where he took up the silver, where he was moving it around in his hand. But you can see where it was resting. There are very faint burn marks.
So silver.
But he was playing with it.
Yeah, he was probably like, ouch, 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 ouch.
No, but even after, I followed him with Michiko. And
he probably does it to himself.
He put it on the ground and was playing with it.
Well, he put that part back in his pouch, and he was playing with a different coin. It was shiny than a silver.
Okay. Well, he was playing with a different coin? Like a money coin?
He's playing with a different metal coin.
Okay. Gotcha. Alright, I misunderstood then.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure where to go from here, so can we end for the night?
She's getting sleepy, kind
I'm so tired.
Well, on that note, we will go ahead and close for the evening. Now that you guys have found out one particular individual.
Ah.
I knew
Well, anyway, good night. Cheers.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Yay!